that? Trekkingistrekking.com.
Sup, Trick? I just came across an interview that I want to share with you. The voice that you'll hear in the forthcoming clip is that of millionaire entrepreneur Damon Dash. Look, people constantly overuse cliched catchphrases seemingly because they sound cool. Figuratively, we live in a monkey see, monkey do type of society. So, whenever I stumble upon something as attention-grabbing as this next audio, I reflectively share its source of inspiration. So take whatever you like about this audio clip, then apply it to your own situation progressively. Then do yourself a favor by subscribing to our channel and enjoy.
And we know that that's a huge part of your rhetoric is owning all your own stuff, being able to pass it on to your children, building something that belongs to you for generations to come.
Yeah, I would think that should be part of everybody's rhetoric. It'd be like breathing.
You know what? I would think so too. But as we know, we live in a system that from the time people are small, they're just taught to follow the system, to show up somewhere at a certain time and do what they're told and then go home and do the same thing over and over again. So
yeah,
that's
I can't relate to that.
I agree. I understand. But that's what this country is built on, robots and, just people kind of doing what they're told. But at the same time, for every business, there has to be a hierarchy. There has to be a level, different levels. So there has to be a boss. There has to be workers to make everything work, and run properly.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a way to approach things, but at the end of the day, the number one thing is making sure that your children don't have to go through the struggles that you did and that you have something to leave them, just like other cultures do. So regardless of what that is and how you do it, I think, people should, I just never thought any other way.
I think that even when people are employees, that they'd still have a chance to be their own boss in their own way, no matter how small that is. I think we all have an opportunity to own something and to be what we really want to be, because most people, when they grow up, when they're little and you ask a child, what do you want to be when you grow up? There's always this answer. And then a lot of times when we do grow up and people grow up, they come away from that answer and they just become what someone else tells them they should be. So I feel like even when someone is an employee, that there is still an opportunity to own your own something, to follow your passion and to have your own piece of the pie. What do you think?
Well, while you're working for somebody, you should be taking your expendable income and then putting it into your dreams and being patient with it. So I don't think there's anything wrong with having a job. I just think there's something wrong with having a job and then buying Jordans as opposed to putting it into something that's going to take care of your children. So, I just think people should probably monetize what inspires them and what they love. They can start out creative and then figure out a way to do what they do and do what they love and be able to monetize it at a professional level. But at the end of the day, you can't really think about yourself. You got to think about your future, which is your children. Just like a business, a boss doesn't think about himself. He got to think about his company and his employees first. Same thing with a family. When you're a man, at least, or even a woman, your job isn't really to care about yourself. Your job is to care about the people you love.
Trekkingistrekking.com.